It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again, which it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies continue that string of victories tonight. This time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry.
Well,
I'm going Kyrie. No, I say this. Steph Curry has to use his handle to.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
Of NBA basketball.
Ready to go?
First, Burks on the sideline as well. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. This game had met this season. They took the loss in this East versus regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Smith is out there with Williams, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low.
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Here's Conley. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Conley dishes to Green. Here's Gasol, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Cavaliers on D. It's a 5-point game. This game coming up.
Greg, I mean, the game wasn't handed, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Love against Randolph. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's good. Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Now here's Allen. Back to Conley. Gasol a screen. Love against Green. Baseline J on the way. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Outside Conley. Randolph a screen. Conley kicks to Randolph. It's Allen on the wing. Covered by Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's off on the second.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And it's Green with the jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that quite substantial.
Here's Allen after Jeff Green's bucket.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
And it's James missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Randolph can't hit. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams passes to Love. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 6 points for Kevin Love.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Jeff Green. Lee's checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a look at Mario Chalmers. Some stats on him. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Now, here's Chalmers. And there's the foul. It's on Jared Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Lee dishes to Chalmers. Fires from 14, and Zach Randolph the bucket on the assist by Chalmers. 8 points for Zach Randolph. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Cunningham gets the bucket.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Jefferson has a wide open look, and he's good on the 3 ball. Jefferson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Here's Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. With 1 on the clock. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Chalmers is out there with Lee. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Gasol at center. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role, and it took him some time to get used to it.
Yeah, anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that 4th or 5th option in the offense.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Green is checked in for Wright. Allen comes in for Barnes. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Lee left side. Back to Green. Rejected by Mozgov. Williams kicks to Smith. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Smith's got 6.
You know, going back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys, I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. 4 on the clock, and it's Conley penetrating. The shot misses. Cleveland leading by 4. Jones kicks to Williams. Stolen by Conley. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Jones. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game.
And on the topic of Chalmers, you know, he's a complimentary player. He can D up, he can hit the open 3. He's been known to hit big shots, a solid finisher, and that is valuable. But when you ask him maybe to do a little too much, then you're not playing to his strength.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Out to Smith. Love outside. Releases. Grizzlies with the rebound. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. That's good. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Memphis making a change here. Randolph is checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, LeBron's checked in for Jones, and it's Jared Cunningham in for Mo Williams. Green, the screen. There's the 3, and it's good. Green's got 9 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's James. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Conley with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Green. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good. Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year. But after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Conley. Left side, Randolph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
And, you know, ironically, by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Chalmers in for Tony Allen. And it's Conley penetrating. Out of hand on it. And they're moving it up. Here's LeBron. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Jefferson's checked in for Jared Cunningham.
And here's LeBron outside, but they get it back. Here's Randolph. Tries again. And James with the layup. James has got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley, the pass to Barnes. Wright sets a screen for Barnes. Back to Conley. Feeds it to Chalmers. Fires the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And finished off by LeBron.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Conley. And so we wrap up the first half. Cleveland ahead, leading by 9.
Yes, Kevin,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
The bulk of their offense, Ernie, Kenny, has come in the paint. See, it's just as good. It's hard-nosed basketball when you play in the post. Trust me, I know. You wouldn't know nothing about that, Kenny, little man.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the
That athlete.
Yeah.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
First team.
Here's Randolph. There's a screen. Conley dishes to Gasol. Memphis moving that ball around. Lets it go. Conley's shot is off.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Conley against Williams. Here's Randolph. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Cavaliers leading by 9.
You know, with Jeff Green, the one thing you can say about him is he's been durable. especially since he'd had the unforeseen heart issue in 2011 for which he needed season-ending surgery. Since then, over the past 3 full seasons, he's played in 81, 82, and 78 games. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And talking about Jeff Green, I'm rooting for him. I mean, I'm rooting for him to finally put it all together to gain and maintain the confidence and really to fulfill the vast potential we all know that he had.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Lee's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. Cunningham, he's checked in for Smith.
Third team foul. Into the lineup.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Green. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Outside Gasol. Passes it to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And a wide open look for Lee. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Mozgov drives in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Nice shot by Randolph.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
It's Williams with the drive. Kicks it out to Love. The long distance 3 is buried. Love's got 9 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Randolph kicks to Allen. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Chalmers in for Allen. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Lee. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
Gasol passes to Chalmers. Wright dishes to Barnes. Lee kicks to Gasol. The shot will not go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Cunningham.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Got a piece of it. He's all alone by himself. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And again, Memphis no good. Cleveland leading by 15. Now here's Barnes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gasol. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Varejau's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Dellavedova missing.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
A nice shot by Gasol.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Barnes kicks to Chalmers. Inside, here's Lee, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Lee's got 7 points.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Grizzlies shooting straight 49% from the field. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley into the lane. The pass to Gasol. Stolen by Thompson. Here's James. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Inside, Gasol. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Smith drives in. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Shoots from 12. Gasol no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Excellent D there from Allen. The Grizzlies trail by 13. We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Over in the corner, Allen. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
James against Green. Love with a wide open look. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Allen passes to Conley. Oh, wide open look for Gasol.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Blocking foul called on Tony Allen. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
It's a pick by Love. It's Williams with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Outside, Green. Here's Randolph, and he drops it in from the low post. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Williams dishes to James. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Gasol missing again.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
The drive by Love. Rejected by Gasol. For the three. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies trail by 15.
His first personal foul.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Randolph against Love. Randolph can't hit.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And a wide open look for James. That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's now 23 points for LeBron. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a huge standout performance it was for LeBron James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Here's Allen. Cans the 12-footer. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And it's Dellavedova missing. And here is Chalmers. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was...
Kevin, thank you. Tristan.